Hey everyone, this is Kimmy. I am Mama on a Mission. I am a 14-year online part-time reseller. And here on my social media, I share my reselling journey. And today I have a thrift haul video. So since I've been back from my little tiny mini vacation in July, I've been getting better about being more consistent about my listing, which also means I need inventory. And so I always process it through a video here, a video to show you guys what I have coming in, what I'm picking up to flip online. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. So I'm back to pretty consistently listing 10 items a day. Now, when you look at these bags, I mean, I get it. It looks like there's hundreds of pieces. Like, for a long time, I think my husband just thought I might be a hoarder. Like, he didn't really understand how many items that I'm going through. I mean, if you've watched any of my videos this week, I've already shipped like 20 something items. So I'm going through inventory a lot. And this bag, while it is, full, there's probably only 15 items in there. So I need to keep the inventory moving. And that's why I'm here to show you some of the items I'm picking up. Most of this is from a regular Goodwill, which I have a lot of different places that I thrift from. And sometimes I do hodgepodge. I call them hodgepodge thrift haul videos because I have like very small time frames to thrift. And that's why sometimes it's like, this came from the bins, this came from a regular Goodwill. Either way. It's all things to sell online to hopefully make a profit. And I love this piece. So cute. If I had a dime for every time I said so cute, my husband would be like, I'd be a millionaire. Now, I don't really know if that's like a brand. The brand tag there has like a cross stitch heart. However, this is lamb's wool and Angora. This cute little sweater, perfect for fall. I love the rose floral print, a lovely like green color. And I'm also going to put in the keywords like grandma and grandma core to this, but it's also just very cute. The material of the lamb's wool and Angora will elevate this as well. I don't know, I just love it. That's most likely going to be a $29 list. Now I splurged on this really big, heavy jacket. It is Levi's. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It's a 2XL. This is perfect for fall as well. Now they got me for $9.99 on this Levi's jacket, which I guess, really isn't, that's not, like, I feel like that's a fair price in a thrift store for a jacket like this. It's not real leather though, from what I'm seeing here. But this style, for fall and winter is very common. And it's a great size. This thing's heavy. I'm gonna have to put my heavy, this is like 3 pounds. So it's a fall leather, shiny fall leather, full zip jacket. It has the Sherpa lining and a hood. All great factors for picking up these types of jackets. Now's the time to get these listed. If you haven't already, any of your corduroy jackets, leather jackets, shackets, plaids, that season is coming and people will be looking for things like this. It's really nice. Like, even the zipper has a Levi's logo on it. I can't tell. Ooh, it's a 2XLT, which makes it even better. Gosh, if my son would wear something like this, I'd give it to him, but he wouldn't. Very, very nice leather, heavy. Oh my gosh, I cannot even tell you how heavy that is. I'm just seeing if I can pull up any comps here quick. I usually have my computer here ready to go to pick up some, to look up some comps. Now, like I've been mentioning, your comps for fall items right now are going to be a little bit, skewed because most people haven't been picking up fall items. So the 90-day solds on eBay are going to be a little bit different. Most people have been buying their summer items. Now they're transitioning to fall. So it's a little hard to do comps sometimes with specific items that are more seasonal because not everyone has been buying that. The 2XLT will add a little bit of value to it because it's a harder to find size. So that's fantastic. Here's one 30. This is not the exact one. 30, 35, 40. This one went for 60. Most of these are not exactly what I have, and they're not a 2XLT. That's going to add a $10 value because finding those tall sizes is hard to find. This one sold for 50, 59. Also, I see a lot of them with the Sherpa. Like if it doesn't have a hood, if you get a contrasting collar, those are always in big demand as well. So $9.99, I'm going to say I'm going to list that for $49 plus shipping. And we're going into that season. And I think, I'm going to guess I'm going to land around $40 sold for that item. This is an Anthropologie brand, Vanessa, Virginia. There are many Anthropologie brands. I paid up a little bit for this. It's $6.99. I did have some points. This Goodwill doesn't have half offs, but it does have point systems. You get a point per something. And I usually have like $15, $20 to get a little bit of a discount. But this is such a cute little mini dress. This kind of gives me Johnny Was vibes with the boho pattern. It has these cute little tassels. People love their tassels. Definitely boho, very, very pretty. I love this. It's almost patchwork with the different patches of mixed prints. I'll put that in there as well. Very nice. You know, $6.99. This dress will go for $25 to $30. Vanessa, Virginia, though, usually is a slower moving Anthropologie brand for me, but that is a super cute boho dress. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. This brand here, St. Tropez West, and it's 100% silk. So I picked it up for those reasons. The brand adds a little bit of value. The 100% silk absolutely adds value. And then the style adds value to this. This is baby doll. Such a cute baby doll. And then I love this flare sleeve. I will put all of that in there. You could go like fairy, whimsy goth with this. You could also maybe go like travel. Like if you're going out like to a steak dinner in Florida or something. Kind of this flare, airy sleeve, lightweight, semi-sheer, baby doll. It's all the things. I paid $4.99. This is easily a $29 list for me because not only it's somewhat of a brand pickup, it's a material pickup, and it has some style factors in there. So when I'm always mentioning these things for you guys, I'm stacking those reasons to hopefully give it more reason to sell. Got clothes falling out everywhere here. What is this? This looks vintage to me. Yeah, made in the USA. Polyester cotton. There's no brand on this. Gosh, what does this give me? Old money vibes? Look at this. What did I pay for this? $3.99. Little House on the Prairie, maybe? Like old country. This is made in the USA vintage. It's a little dress. It has pleated accents. I love this checker plaid, the little button. How cute. Oh my gosh. The sleeve accents are velvet. That will add some value there as well. The thing sometimes about these style vintage pieces, they may sit a little bit because it's a unique item. Not everyone's looking for this. If you're selling like a vintage band tee, that could sell in a week because there's a lot of people collecting vintage band t-shirts. Some of my vintage items, especially in like that prairie cottagecore, that's definitely cottagecore vibe, sometimes sit a little bit. I paid $3.99. I'm going to say I'm going to list that at least $29, probably $39. I love finding and saving vintage made in the USA items. I love saving those items. Here's a bread and butter for me all day. I paid $3.99 plus size a la Popkin. I've been selling this brand for years and years. This will be a $25 bread and butter for me. $25 sale. If you can find, obviously, like the dresses or bolder pieces, you're going to get a little bit more for it. And the size was 28-30. So you're getting into the 3X, 4X range there. And that's also fantastic. What else do we have? We have some really pretty. I was going to say cute and pretty, and I got pretty. Look at these. Can you see these boho embroidery we got in here? You guys know me. I may look like a mess most of the time, but I am a sucker for a really good boho embroidery, peasant prairie. I mean, when I actually dress like a normal human being and go to dinner with my husband, I'm boho, maybe a little bit of like cowgirl chic type of, I just love it, vibe. So this all day, if this was my size, I would definitely keep it. Anyways, here's another solid brand, bread and butter for me, Cloth and Stone. This is only $3.99. It is a little bit less of a substantial piece. I do love this like chambray denim color, this embroidery detail with the fringe that will add value. And I feel like, was this a certain material? It feels nice. 100% Tencel lyocell. So all of those reasons elevate this item. This is a very classic, more of like a spring piece. So we'll see how this does. This is a $25 list. Actually, I pulled up Cloth and Stone earlier because that was the item that was on the top. And Cloth and Stone tanks were still selling very solidly, at least at $20. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit less. But it was, yeah, it was fine. I wonder if I add in the 20, 24, 19, 26, 18, 19. Here's one that looks similar. It was 19. So I think it'll be around the $20 range. Not a $1 million sale there. It's going to be bread and butter. What is this? I think this is, yeah, this is Anthropologie as well. Floriette. Now this is a stunning piece. There's like, they could have probably put $1 million on this and I probably would have still picked it up because I just love the embroidery on this. Yeah, there's, it's, the tag's a little bit washed out, but there it is. RN 66170 on the inside tag. If you have thought it might be an Anthropologie, the 66170 is an Anthropologie item. So I'm going to look. It's like Floriette dress Anthropologie. There it is. And, you know, as with a lot of Anthropologie items, the more you can stack, just like, I mean, all items, the reasons to love it, the better. I mean, the embroidery is going to help sell this. Look at the color tones. Oh my Lanta. I love this. Look at the colors. Stunning. Just beautiful. So again, it's all the things. It's boho, it's western, it's almost southwestern, it's Aztec-y, it's, you know, this is cowgirl chic. I could see, you know, someone putting on their favorite boots and a cute little like felt hat with this all day long. $6.99. I'm gonna have to stack those reasons. Here's 39, 35, 31. Oh my gosh, is this my dress? Peasant artsy. This might be my exact dress. Here it is. It sold for $40.95 and it also sold for $35.88 literally days ago. This exact dress. I'm like, they found the stock photo. I'm like, that looks really familiar. It's this. The Avery embroidered dress. That's it. So I paid $6.99. It just sold for $35.88 and $40. So I'll probably list around $45 and land, expect to get $35 to $40 for that dress. So that's a great flip. I usually have either a coupon or a sale going. So my strategy in my store, my shops, is usually to go a little bit higher than what I'm expecting, just because I do offer those discounts. But there it is, it's right there. So I'll be able to find the stock. It was pretty easy to find. Here is a brand that I do well in the embroidery items specifically, and normally I stick to only plus size, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Style & Co. And I've always loved this brand, but Kaylee Elaine, who is like a famous reseller, she does really well with Style & Co. You know, these embroidery. This is another Cowgirl, Boho. Oh my gosh, this sleeve, this is me all day. I love this with the crochet knit embroidery. These are bread and butter, the tassel. This will be a $25 item. I love selling pieces like that. I can't say no. I have a problem. I have a problem, you guys, that a good embroidery print, I'm a sucker. I just can't say no. So this is also Anthropologie, $6.99. And it looks like another boho. Now this is great because this is 2X. So one of the newer Anthropologie tags there has these two long gray tags. This again though, boho. It has a baby doll cut. It's smocked or it's stretchy. Lovely colors. Yeah, this is a very, I love this piece. And for it to be a 2X in an Anthropologie brand, it's rare for me to find Anthropologie in a plus size, honestly. That's going to be easily a $29 list, possibly a $39. We'll have to see where the comps are at. $4.99. Oh, this is my size. I might have to keep this. Torrid, you guys know this is my bread and butter. $4.99 is okay for a stacked Torrid item. Don't pick up a cami or a basic tank unless you're getting it for like $1 in Torrid anymore, because they're not going to sell for $1 million. But I love this piece. Again, this is boho. The floral, it has the tassel, the hanging tassels there. At least a 3/4, maybe a long sleeve. I love the V-neck here. Is it a full button? Yeah, it looks like it's a full button down, but it has more of a gauzy texture to it too, which sometimes is nice, especially for us plus size ladies, because sometimes materials stick to us. So that gauzy material gives us a little bit of texture. So like if we're out eating and we're, you know, we don't want to feel like everything's stuck to us. And sometimes that's what that gauzy texture does. Now, what is this? Oh, okay. This is a good pickup. $6.99. Another brand to know, J. McLaughlin. I've been luckier at finding these pieces lately. This is a nice dress. Look at that print. The material is so soft. I really wonder. So this is like a higher neck, almost a mock neck, sleeveless dress. Very pretty. It's like a, not pastel, it's more of like neutral color tones, tans, taupes, grays. It's polyester and spandex. I'm really surprised because it feels very soft, like very butter soft to me. Very, very nice. Usually can find some stocks for J. McLaughlin. Dresses, you know, most of my dresses start at $29. And then I could potentially go up a little bit from there, just whether or not the comps warrant that. These are a linen blend pant. Now, I'm a little bit late on this season, although if you've been watching my what sold videos, I'm still selling. It's like a mix of summer. I'm selling swim, I'm selling sandals, and then I'm selling, you know, wool sweaters right now. I think it's just a transitional period and people are buying a variety of things. So these are the linen blend pant. Like I said, I'm a little late. We'll have to see how they do. This is a very classic style, more of a straight. I would prefer a wide leg for my linen or, you know, cotton linen blend pants. That'll be a $25 list. Bread and butter, bread and butter. What is this? $4.99. Now this Ava and Viv is a brand I do okay with still in plus size. Again, this is bread and butter 2X. You know, this is sold at Target. I do love that this is a very classic button-up shirt, being that it's this like blue chambray, and it's 100% lyocell. So for $4.99, this is again a bread and butter for me, plus size, long sleeve, full button-up, lyocell, and a very classic beachy travel piece there. It's another $25 list. Bread and butter. What is this? Ooh, these look pretty. Ooh, what are these? Anna Bew Gallery. Dry clean only. I got these because of the embroidery. They feel like a linen, 100% linen. I'm gonna look up this brand. I paid $4.99, 100% linen pants. They are wide leg, and they have this stunning embroidery. This is obviously boho, beach, travel, artsy, hippie. I love this embroidery. I'm gonna look up this brand though. Let's see if it's anything. I'm gonna list this for sure at $29, just based off of the embroidery detail, the wide leg, and the 100% linen. And I think it's vintage, honestly. The tag looks vintage to me. Anna Bew. Anna Bew. Never heard of it. Picked it up on a style base. Not really much coming up here. A sandal. Might have to do a little bit more research on it. Not a whole lot coming up under this brand. But size extra large, 100% linen, wide leg, and the embroidery. Beautiful. Beachy, boho, nautical. I do need jeans, so some of my items are organized by type. Pants and jeans are separate, and they're basically empty. So I am trying to get some more items in there. This is Aeropostale low rise wide leg. Oh yeah, this wide leg. Are these vintage or not? See if there's any date. Nope, says 2020. So they're not vintage, but this is a great style-based pickup. Wide leg is in, and low rise is back. You know, there's a mix of high rise and low rise fans right now. Depending on who you're talking to, it could be either, but the wide leg for sure. This is a size 12. This is a $25 list for me. Wide leg and flare is back. They say low rise is coming back. You know, they say skinny is like going out. I still wear skinny, so I guess I'm just not cool. Just not cool. Another $4.99 jean here, cut from the cloth, ankle straight, in a size 16W. So some great sizes here. Those pants were 12. The linen pants were extra large. Cut from the cloth, straight, with the raw hem like fringe. Again, these are bread and butter pieces for me. It's a $25 list. Whoops, my hair tie just went flying. Ooh, that looks like a nice piece. Let's keep going with a couple more of these jeans. Fill in my jean bins with some jeans. I love this brand for jeans, but I don't know who else does. This is another $4.99 pickup. Bootleg INC. They're stretchy, they're comfortable. Oh my gosh, they're like a pajama jean almost. Again, this said boot cut, and it's a size 12. So again, a great size jean. Fill in my jean bins. These are all $29 to $25 lists. Is there any more pants in here? I don't know if this is a shirt or a pant. Looks like maybe a pant. This is Athleta. Athleta is like hit or miss for me sometimes. I've sold Athleta pieces for $50, and then I've had Athleta pieces sit forever. This is the Chelsea Utility Jogger in a size 16. So all these are great sizes. I almost always do better if the sizes are at least a large, if not bigger. 16 is like an extra large. Very closet staple, like everyday piece, jogger with a cargo pocket. Cargo pockets are in, so if you have a pant and it has a cargo pocket, that'll add a couple more dollars for you in the most part. And they're just polyester and spandex. Another closet, a bread and butter for me. Look for those cargo pockets. I'm listing those for sure for $29. I guess I could look. It's at an Athleta Chelsea jogger, and it does have the cargo pocket. 21, 19, 23, 24, 35. Ooh, this is where I would be at, because this is a size 14 and mine are a size 16, and it sold for $35. You know, sometimes when the market is very saturated in extra smalls and smalls, the dollar value goes down, right? It's always about supply and demand, basic economics. It's harder to find some of these larger sizes, especially in these higher end brands. I just sold a Free People Beach. If it wasn't an extra large, I bet it would still be sitting, which it sold in a week. But it was a Free People Beach in an extra large. I almost never find Free People in an extra large. Sold in a week for a great price, $36. So always keep that in mind when you do your search. Here's another one, $26 these sold for. So I'm gonna get, the other one sold for how much? $35, because it's a higher size, a harder to find size. So keep that in mind. You know, here's another pair that is a size 2. It sold for $19. So, you know, those things do matter. I don't know what this says. Tulia, made in Vietnam, size extra large. Linen blend pant. I love these. Again, wide leg, linen blend pant. I'm a little late in the game with these. I paid $6.99. I don't know this brand. Beachy, Boho. This kind of gives me a hippie, earthy vibe with the floral print. Natural colors. I'm gonna look it up though. Have you guys seen this brand? Tulia? I don't really know this brand. EA. Either way, the linen blend, the wide leg, beachy, airy, boho. I think, oh, this says, gonna have to do some research on a couple of these, but I do love these. I'll material base the wide leg and sell them as a style pickup. I could totally see someone taking this like on a vacation, wearing this down to the beach. It's a little bold. It is, the print. You could match this with almost any color though. Just a black top, some kind of brown, tan, neutral. I was really on the boho kick, you guys. All these boho, beachy, earthy. This brand Angie, I actually do kind of well in Angie, and they're mostly style-based pieces. This is a 1X, again, travel, boho, hippie, beach. These are like, have a little bit of the crochet knit accents, which is cute. Look at this. This is like a wide leg. Flowy, earthy, all the same things. Yeah, I definitely hit the boho jackpot. Unfortunately, we're going into fall, so we'll see how well that these do. This is a brand I am pickier about. This is a brand I used to pick up all the time, and now I'm picky about picking it up. This is a very stunning piece though. Soft surroundings. Now don't get me wrong, I pick it up, I still sell it, flip it. It's just not as solid as it used to be in my opinion. Look at this though. This is also Beachy, nautical. It actually has like shells. Very pretty mint green with the seashell print. Lightweight, flowy sleeves, breathable, travel. Sure hope someone's still going on a travel vacation so they can buy all my Beachy stuff. Viscous and cotton. Lightweight, only $4.99. That's another probably $29 list. And we only have a few more left in here. Let's see what else. Is it another Beachy Boho, huh? No, this is vintage Looney Tunes. Does it have some kind of... Oh, it's got Tweety on it. I'm a sucker for vintage Disney too, or Looney Tunes, or any of those. Look at this. Tweety bird. What is... It's got a star. It says Tweety. Y2K, Looney Tunes, Tweety button up. It's just $3.99. It's a plus size. Again, that's bread and butter, $25. And honestly, a lot of my plus size bins are low. Low. I need to fill them back up. 1X. This feels like, again, a material based pickup. Yep, another linen blend. Plus size 1X for $4.99. This is at least maybe a tunic or maybe a short dress. I'm not sure. This lovely pink color. Buttons down the front, linen, at least a 3/4 sleeve on your plus size stuff a lot of times. Very pretty color. Yeah. Bread and butter. A lot of bread and butter in here. I love it. A lot of stackable items. Apparently I was like on a Beachy kick here. I think I got these for me. I don't think I can pull them off though. 20W Land's End. Are these, they have to be linen. These were only $4.99. Yeah, 100% linen, white pants. I don't know if I'm a white pant kind of, I love wearing white. In fact, some of my favorite shorts are white, skirts. But I am, clumsy. I always spill things. It's like a joke in my family. So I'm not sure if I should really even try to do anything with these. But they are a nice pull-on, 100% linen, white pant. A lot of people who travel, go on vacations, wear white, beachy, wide leg pants all day. A lot of, I cannot believe how much linen and beachy boho things I found. That's insane. Another $4.99. So a lot of these items are $4.99. This is a Torrid Zero. Really cute, floral, feminine, pretty pink. You know, that's another just a basic there. And I will list that at $25 and get somewhere like $18, $20. And that's my bread and butter a lot of times where I'm making $10 to $12. A lot of material based. That's insane. I was really, maybe someone just like cleared out their entire beach boho linen material. I don't know, but that was a lot of linen, a lot of beach hippie. So that's okay. We'll see how it does, being that it's going out of that season, but people travel all the time. And, you know, sometimes it's okay. You know, if you think about it, if we're in August, by the time, you know, they say a 90-day turnaround time is good. So 90 days from now, it's going to be September, October, November. You're already turning the corner into December. And then people honestly will start thinking about going on vacations. A lot of people travel after, either for Christmas or after Christmas, like February, March, April, right? So, you know, I want to sell everything in 90 days, but I'm completely aware that some of my items are going to sit for 6-9 months. You know, I have a couple trickles of items that have been sitting over a year, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Not everything is always going to flip as fast as you'd hope. Sometimes, like I still have a pair of Viore shorts that are very competitively priced and they're sitting, and I have no idea why. I don't know. Now, am I going to have to keep them? I should probably go in and maybe lower them $10 so I can move them before the end of summer. Makes no sense to me, because sometimes, and you guys have commented on my stuff before, like I've checked comps. I see that this exact item is selling for $25 and I have it listed for $25 and it's still sitting. Why is it not moving? Sometimes things are a mystery. That is just somehow, eBay, how it goes. Anyways, there's another little haul here. I should really count how many items that is, because if I'm listing 10 a day, how many days will this little haul get me? I'm going to say there was 25 to 30 items there. Yeah, probably 25. So that only gets me 2 days of items, 2 and a little bit more. Sometimes I do get up to, 12. I'm hoping once the kids go back to school and I actually have like a break in the middle of the day with no crazy nonsense with my kids, that I'm going to get back up to 15 items a day. However, I am also considering some transitional transitions in my business, as I'm considering starting to do once upon a child. So children's items, bring them directly to the shop for a cash payout. And I'm also considering starting Whatnot. Oh, so we'll have to see. If I do commit to either of those, like as a for sure thing, I'm doing this all the time, then I think I'll have to stick to 10 items a day, because I will have to commit a little bit of my time to either of those things, especially Whatnot, because you have to run at least a couple shows a week. I think my goal was going to be to do at least 2 shows a week, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. So that's all potentially in the background here as my kids get closer to going back to school, and I'll have 9 months of where I'll actually have time in the middle of the day. And granted, I mean, I have young teens and they're very self-sufficient, but they still need things from mom. They come, and I love it. I love that they come down and hang with me. They'll roll around in my chair and spin around 97 times, and I'm worried they're gonna break something down here. They'll wrestle down here. I love it. I don't ever want to make anyone feel like I'm ungrateful. I'm very blessed. I'm thankful to have spent literally every summer with them. And that was why I started to be a reseller, and that's the basis of why I am a reseller. So I do love it. But even if they're self-sufficient, they still need me during the day, and we still interact, and it's not like just me. I will cry when they go back to school, and then I'll get my butt to work. Because then I'll have, 5-6 hours, just me, to hopefully focus, if I can focus. All right, you guys let me know what you think. I haven't said this in a while, but if you are listening, I have a ton of listeners who don't subscribe. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, hitting a like button, or commenting for me, it helps my channel and helps the algorithms out, from what I understand. I have a ton of people who watch who are not subscribers. That's okay. I'm thankful for anybody who watches. I hope you guys are doing really well. Let me know what your favorite piece was, how you're doing. Too late on the linens and the bohos and the travel beachy pieces. We're about to find out. We'll see how it goes. All right. Love y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.